So, when would you like to share my company? Next Friday? Or next Saturday?
Excuse me.
You're excused.
I don't even know you.
You will after we share each other's company next weekend. So, is next Friday better? Or next Saturday?
I don't even know your name.
Clark.
My name is Danielle. So Clark, if I do decide to share your company, what would we do? Would you take me out to a 5-star French restaurant?
No.
Would you take me to the Maxwell concert next weekend?
No.
Would you take me to see the new Denzel Washington movie about the runaway train?
Let me think about it.
Okay, think about it.
Okay, I thought about it.
And?
No.
Excuse me.
You are excused.
I bet your number one objective is to have sex with me.
My social intelligence prevents me from stating the obvious.
All men think about is sexual pleasure and instant gratification.
So, is next Friday more conducive to your schedule, or next Saturday?
All men are dogs. They make women think they want to be in a relationship with them and marry them, but in actuality, they just want sex.
Well, Danielle, unless you and I develop some really outstanding romantic chemistry at some point in the near future, I can inform you right now that it is not my desire to be in a long-term relationship with you. But, you can never predict the future. Human emotions are complex and unpredictable.
I bet you are married.
No. I am not.
I bet you already have a serious girlfriend.
No. I do not.
I bet you are already having sex with other women.
That, Danielle, would be a valid assumption.
You must think you are some sort of player or pimp. Are you trying to recruit me as one of your new hoes?
My middle-class background and social intelligence will prevent me from responding to what seems to be a trick question. So Danielle, is next Friday better, or next Saturday?
Whatever happened to the days of courting a woman? Whining and dining a woman? Making her feel special? I want my knight in shining armor. I want a man to sweep me off of my feet.
So, you've never had a man woo you, court you, or wine and dine you?
I did not say that. Please, Clark, do not put words into my mouth. Listen, and pay attention.
So you have.
Of course I have.
Then why are you not still in a relationship with one of these men?
They were too nice. After a while, I got bored. I need a man who presents a challenge to my ego. I need a real man with some backbone.
Interesting. So Danielle, next Friday or next Saturday?
Clark, you are not listening to me.
Yes, I am.
I want a man who is sweet, caring, romantic, and very monogamous-minded.
So Danielle, you have never dated a man who was romantic and monogamous-minded.
There you go again, Clark. You are putting words into my mouth. Yes. Of course I have.
And why are you not still in a relationship with one of these men?
The relationships with these men started out great, but after a while, I felt like I was better off remaining just friends with these men. It was way too easy for me to have my way with them.
Interesting feedback, Danielle. So, next Friday, or next Saturday?
Clark, you are still not listening to me.
I beg to differ, Danielle. I am beginning to listen to every word that comes out of your mouth.
I do not like men who are lying womanizers. There's such a double standard in our society. If a woman has more than a handful of sex partners, she is labeled a hoe, a slut, or a kinky super freak. A man can have sex with dozens and dozens of women, but not be criticized for it or pay any price for it.
I am sure Tiger Woods would agree with you.
Don't be a smart-ass, Clark. I want to date a man who is into me, and only me. I want to be the center of my man's universe.
So Danielle, you are telling me that you have never dated a man who made you the center of his universe and directed all of his attention toward you.
Clark, I did not say that. Men are such poor listeners.
So, as you were saying,
I was saying that I have dated men who concentrated all of their attention on me. At first I liked it. But later, I did not.
Why is that?
The relationships would start out great, but after a while, these types of men would become way too possessive, and way too controlling. Anytime they saw me just talking to another man, they became incredibly jealous. I cannot handle a man who is too jealous and possessive.
I'm not the jealous type, so you do not have to worry. So, which is better? Next Friday or next Saturday?
See, this is what is wrong with men, Clark. You are not really listening to me.
I would challenge your assessment of my behavior. I am very much listening to everything you say.
I want a man who thinks with his brain and not with his dick. I love intelligent men. A man who has diverse interests. I don't want a man with a one-track mind. I can have casual sex with any man I want to on any day of any week of any month. And I am not saying that because I am conceited, but I am just keeping it 100% real. I can get sex from a man anytime.
So you have never dated a man who was intelligent and had sex as a secondary priority?
See, you are not listening. I never said that. Pay attention to what I am saying, Clark. Of course, I have dated an intelligent man who did not have sex at the top of his list of priorities.
Then why are you not still in a relationship with this man?
The relationship with this man started out great, but he ended up being such a workaholic, and so into his various hobbies, that I began to feel ignored. And on top of that, he could never last more than 2 or 3 minutes in bed. I need a man who can truly satisfy me sexually. I am a lady in the streets, but a freak in between the sheets.
That last comment is music to my ears, Danielle. I cannot wait to share your company next weekend. So, is it going to be next Friday, or next Saturday?
Once again, Clark, you are not listening to me. Instead of trying to get in my pants, you should have brought me a dozen roses or some high-quality chocolate.
You have never had a man bring you flowers or chocolate before.
Clark, you are not listening to me. I never said that a man has never brought me flowers or chocolate before. Of course I have had many men present me with flowers, candy and other nice gifts.
Then why are you not still in a relationship with one of these well-mannered gentlemen?
I dated a few of these men, but in the long run, they began to feel as though they could just buy my love. You cannot buy my love. I am no man's kept woman. I have my own career so I can buy my own clothes. I don't need a man thinking that he owns me simply because he is paying my bills. I love being in a relationship, but I also need my freedom and independence.
So, you are not a materialistic gold digger type?
No, I am not a gold digger. I just want a man to bring something to the table. I will not support a lazy-ass, unemployed, unambitious man. I am intelligent, educated and financially self-sufficient. My man should be all of those things as well.
I see no problem with that attitude.
I don't have an attitude, Clark. I really don't. My girlfriend showed me this book called Why Men Love Bitches. Maybe I should become a straight-up bitch. Then, I would have men throwing themselves at me.
As attractive as you are, you have never had men throw themselves at you?
You are going to make me become a straight-up bitch, Clark. You really are. You are not listening to me. Of course I have had men aggressively pursue me.
I bet you were flattered by such behavior.
No, not really. I don't really care for men who are too aggressive. In the long run, I tend to perceive those types as needy and desperate. I like a man who is cool, calm, and collected. A man who does not mind a woman being assertive sometimes. Most importantly, I love a man who is honest. I hate liars and game players. I am too old for games. Just give it to me real.
I believe in maintaining a confident, truth-telling style of communication with women.
Is that right?
Yes. That is right. And please, Danielle, don't pay attention to that book. Men do not really love bitches.
I haven't read the book yet. But I love the title. I am no man's doormat or pushover. I have my own mind, and I will let you know what I think. I am very well read. What types of books do you read? What was the last good book you read?
Mode 1. Let the women know what you're really thinking. It is a great book by an author named Alan Roger Currie.
I never heard of that book, but I like the subtitle. I love a man who lets me know what he is really thinking. I hate head games and lies. Just tell me the damn truth. Keep it real. Keep it 100.
Next weekend, you and I are going to have sex.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
You are so direct, so forward.
This is true.
Again, I am not a hoe.
Good.
I am not a slut.
Great.
I am not an easy lay. You will not seduce me easily.
I love a challenge.
Okay, Clark, I give in. I prefer Friday evening, but Saturday might work as well.
Great. I will see you next weekend.
So, just to be clear, no 5-star French restaurant, no Maxwell concert, and no Denzel Washington movie.
Correct.
Just hot, kinky, sex.
Correct.
You are so forward, so direct. I can respect that.
Mode 1.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Clark. I look forward to next weekend. I love a man that keeps it 100. No lies, no games. Why can't more men be this way?
Once again, Janet, the answer is no.
Why not?
I'm just not interested.
Why not?
I'm just not.
You know you want to.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Think about it. I'm giving you the opportunity to have a threesome with Linda and I. That is every man's fantasy.
I do not want to have a sexual threesome with you and Linda. I am very monogamous in my relationships with women.
I'm gonna turn you out.
No, you are not.
Yes, I am.
No, you are not.
You know you want to see me naked. You know you do.
No, I do not.
You are just playing hard to get.
Janet, if you keep this up, I will have to report you and file a sexual harassment charge against you.
Report me to who?
Report you to my boss.
I am your boss. Duh.
Then, I will report you to your boss.
Linda is my boss. Duh.
Then I will report you to Linda's boss.
Linda's boss is Angela. And she also wants you to have sex with her.
Wow.
Sometimes, I just fantasize about you coming into my office every morning and having hot, wild, kinky sex with me to start my day.
Your mind is always in the gutter.
So what?
Is sex the only thing on your mind, Janet? Don't you think about anything else?
Let me think about it.
There has to be something in your life more important than sex.
Still thinking.
I am confident that you are a woman with a variety of interests.
Still thinking.
You have traveled around the world. You have been involved in many charity events and organizations. You are well educated. I have a feeling there is something else that excites you more than sex.
Okay, thought about it. Nope. I always find a way to think about getting fucked. Just being in your presence makes me horny.
Janet, please.
You do not have to beg. I am offering to give it to you on a silver platter.
Why me? Why not any of the other guys in the office?
You have a nice ass.
What about my personality? My sense of humor? My intelligence? My morals and values?
You sound like a whiny woman.
I have more to offer a woman than just a nice ass. I am educated, I attend church regularly, and I care about what happens in the community.
Which is exactly why I want you to get me pregnant.
Excuse me?
You're excused.
You want me to marry you?
I never said that. I just want you to get me pregnant.
Wait a minute. You want me to be, dare I say it, a baby's daddy?
Jonathan, please. That sounds so ghetto. I want you to be my personal sperm donor.
A sperm donor?
Yes.
You want us to raise a child together without being married?
I never said I would obligate you to raise the child with me. I can hire a nanny or find me an obedient beta male to help me raise it.
Beta male? What is a beta male?
How you graduated from college is beyond me. You are so clueless sometimes, Jonathan.
Is it how you look at me? As just someone to have hot kinky casual sex with, and someone to help you have a baby?
Is this a trick question?
I'm serious, Janet. I want the truth.
You cannot handle the truth.
Try me.
My salary is more than twice what yours is. So I don't need you to financially support me. I own my own house, I own 2 cars, and my parents are wealthy.
Wow.
So, you are telling me that you do not want to have sex with me? You do like women, don't you?
I am very much a heterosexual. And I am not on the down low.
Well, start acting like the alpha male that I perceive you to be. Just agree to fuck me and help me make a baby.
What you are asking, Janet, goes against every principle I stand for. I do not support women giving birth to children without being married. I think children need 2 parents in the household. I was raised by both my mother and father.
Who are you, one of the Cosby kids? This is the 21st century, Jonathan. Get with the program.
Wow.
Remember that night you had a little bit too much to drink, and you had to stay over at my place instead of driving home. I could have taken advantage of you that night.
Are you saying you were tempted to date rape me?
I would not put it in those harsh, extreme terms. Just know, I could have already been pregnant with your baby, Jonathan.
Unfucking believable.
See, you used profanity. This is the first time I heard you curse. I knew you had a kinky, freaky side to you. That is the alpha male I am looking for to get me pregnant.
Janet, I am going to pray for you. You need spiritual guidance.
Sometimes, I do not know whether to slap you or drop to my knees and give you head. Speaking of blowjobs, can I give you head right now?
Janet, please. Why does everything in your world revolve around sex? Do you not see me for anything more than a sex object and a sperm donor?
If I want to talk about sports, I will call up one of my girlfriends. If I want to go shopping, I can call that same girlfriend. If I want career advice or financial advice, I can go to Linda or Angela. Shall I go on?
So, in other words, you are saying you really do not need a man in your life?
Male companionship is nice, but I am a woman who enjoys my own company. I do not really need a man. Do I want a man? Maybe. Do I need a man? Not hardly. Except for pleasurable orgasms and getting pregnant.
Wow.
So Jonathan, what do you say? Will you fuck me and get me pregnant?
This is the most mind-blowing conversation I have ever had with a woman in my entire life.
Can I take that as a yes?
No.
You know you want to.
No, I do not. So, you never wanted to fall in love, walk hand in hand with a man you care for, and stare in his eyes? You never wanted to find your soulmate?
Jonathan, I'm going to keep it real. I think you are attractive, and most of the time, I find you incredibly sexy. But sometimes, you just say things that make you sound so weak. Weak, 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 weak.
Wow.